Hi, welcome to Bling and Things. My name is Karen. I'm going to be teaching you today how to make these little gem clusters. I've been making them for the last couple of years and they've really been a boon for my business, a lot of value added. There's a lot of discussion on the forums about these gems, so I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to make them, or at least how I make them. You need gems. You need flat-backed works the best, of course, and anything that you want to use. You can use any kind of gems you want. I really love these clear ones because when I add a few gems to them of a different color, pink, purple, whatever, these clear ones pick up the color of the paint that's around it and they go with every single design. So when you're really whipping through the faces, these are great because you don't have to give a lot of thought to if they're matching the design. They match every design. I find a lot of these types of gems at the dollar store, and these are really good colors for the face paints that we use. They go pretty well with anything. You can get, there's just multitudes of different, these are little hearts. I use these seed beads a lot. These are 15 gauge. You can buy these at the dollar store, and one bag goes an awfully long way. And they help to fill in the gaps in the gems. So there's no spaces in between the round circles. These more sparkly, the better. I'm always looking for sparkly beads. These ones, you can't see how sparkly they are, but they are gorgeous outside. And even the black ones, you wouldn't think to put a black bead on a child, but when you've done black line work and you put one of these on with some other beads, really, really beautiful. So you're going to need silicone, and there's a big discussion about the silicone. So here's the thing about the silicone. You must use pet grade or medical grade silicone. You cannot use industrial or residential silicone that you would find in a hardware store. That is the wrong stuff to use. Do not buy any silicone that comes out of a hardware store. It has algaecides and formaldehyde in it and things that are not good for the kids. So you want a pet grade or a medical grade silicone, and there's discussions all over the forums and internet where you can find that in your local area. And if you're having trouble finding it, just shout out on one of the forums and I'm sure someone in your area will know where you can get it. You're also going to need, besides your pet silicone or your water or your medical silicone, you're going to need plastic page protectors, and then cut a sheet of grid paper to fit inside of that. So that is going to become the workspace for our gems, and also that's where your gems will live until you're going to use them. They just live on these sheets, and I keep several sheets in a binder at one time and pick the gem that I want. It's a really great system. You also are going to need something to adhere the gems to the kids, and because they're bigger, this product is what I use. I love this product. It's called Quo, and it's the Quo number one. It's clear, it adheres instantly, it's water soluble and latex free, and the best darn stuff I've ever used. If you apply your gems to dry paint and use a small amount, that's really a big part of the trick with this, is don't use too much. It's meant to be used very sparingly. So for eyelashes, so think in the same terms for the gems. You don't want a lot. It makes a big heavy crust underneath and doesn't adhere well. So just put a small amount smeared around with your finger or with the tip of the applicator, and just put a small amount on. It holds like crazy. I've had it on for 10 hours at a gig, no problem whatsoever. It's wonderful stuff. Also, it washes right off the gem. If you just run the gem under cold water or warm water, it'll wash right off, so the kids can keep the gems. They love that part of it. Often the kids are collecting them and they bring them in their little jewelry boxes and show me how many they have, or I'll see them on the weekend with them on their, reused again on their head. So the parents love that part of it, that the jewelry sort of gets reused. So your silicone, your work surface, and then you're going to need a bamboo skewer, is what I use to sort of maneuver the gems around to make sure that they're nice and straight and square. And it's really important that the gems are square and that you take care to make sure that they're really lined up nicely, because they really become a focal point in the pictures. And if they are out of whack, it really shows. I mean, it really looks wacky. So you don't want the gems out of whack. Nice and straight when you're building them. So here is the worksheet, and I've expanded the diagram so that you can easily see what to do. So if I was building gems, I would put glue on the grid in a small T pattern that just covered the center of the gem. Then I would add the gems. I place the gems into the silicone, add the small seed beads in the center, and then let them dry. You just leave them overnight to dry. So these are all made with the same program, basically, and the same shape. And the little seed beads are set on top, and it's okay if they're, proud. You can just add a little bit of glue on there, or silicone rather, and set them up on top, and they'll fill in the holes. I'll try and move it in so you can see. And they look really, really pretty and really finish the gem, those little seed beads. And you get so many in a package, it's well worth the extra second that it takes to do it. So that's about it. You just add the silicone to your paper over top of the grid, set your gems in it, let it dry overnight, and they live on here. So if I go to a gig, I just open my binder and I'll have sheets of these finished, and I just pick one off and apply it with a little glue. And I'll tell you, for a very simple 1-minute design like this, literally you can do this design in 1 minute. It's 2 brushes. And then you plop on a gem. People love them. It's so great for value added, for paper face. And I really hope that you all enjoy building gems, and we'll come on to the new Facebook group, Bling and Things, and show us what you've made. And we can have discussions there, and people can show the different gems that they find and what they've done with them. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So look forward to meeting you all on Bling and Things on Facebook. And if you'd like more videos, next week we're going to do Frozen. So if you would like more videos, please like and subscribe, and we'll hope to give you lots of ideas. Thanks. Bye for now.